Good evening. My name is Shanequa Waison-Rattray, the author of Corinne Finds Her Beat and How Tall Will I Be. This evening, I will be reading How Tall Will I Be, a fruitful story of emotion, confidence, and support. This story will teach readers to appreciate who they are the way that they are. It was the day of my doctor's appointment. I was so excited to see the doctor and see how much I'd grown. We arrived at the doctor's office and my mom checked my sister Corinne and me in. I sat in the toy area and played with the toys. Amir and Corinne, it's time to come back, the nurse called. I set the toys down and hurried to my mom. As we walked down the hallway, the nurse said, "I can't believe how big you two have gotten." "Yes, I'm a big boy now," I exclaimed. "I'm 4. "Yes, you are. Let's see how tall you are. Step right here." The nurse placed me on the marker against the wall. I waited in anticipation as she announced, "You're 3 feet tall." I looked at her in confusion. "You're still short," Corinne teased. "Corinne, be nice to your brother," my mother told her. Then she turned to me and said, "Don't worry, you will be taller than your sister one day." "Will it be tomorrow?" I asked. "Not tomorrow, but soon enough," my mother answered. "How tall will I be?" I asked, concerned. "I'm not sure, buddy, but every day your body grows." "Really? How?" My mom smiled. "By eating your vegetables and moving a lot." I smirked. "Okay." Later that evening at dinner, I made sure to eat all my food, especially my vegetables. "Whoa, slow down there, Amir," my dad said. "You can't stuff your mouth." "I have to eat my vegetables to grow tall," I answered. "That's very true," my dad said, "but that's not going to happen right away." "Do you know how tall I will be?" I asked my dad. "I'm not sure, but it will happen over time." Very curious, I said, "Dad, you're tall." "I am, but it took time," he said as he patted my head. I ran upstairs to my room after dinner. I got in bed and began to think. If I were tall, I can do a lot. So many cool people are tall. I wondered if I could be like them. I began to doze off. In my dreams, I can see all the possibilities. If I were tall, I could do a lot, like be a pilot and fly a plane, or maybe be a basketball player. I could even be tall enough to drive a fire engine, saving the day and putting out fires. Or I can drive a race car, racing for gold to the finish line. Or I can glide in space like an astronaut, counting the stars and planets. When I got tall, I can operate a bulldozer and dump the dirt at a construction site. I can even be a policeman, protecting the city and putting bad guys away. I can even be a veterinarian, taking care of sick animals. There are so many things that I could do. The next morning, the sun was shining and I jumped up, excited to see if I had grown. I ate my veggies and got some rest, just like my parents and doctors said. I stood against the wall to see how much I had grown since yesterday. I still looked the same as I had yesterday. I walked past my parents' room and noticed my dad's sneakers. My dad is really tall. Maybe his school shoes helped him grow. I put them on and that didn't do it. I still look the same. "I just want to be tall," I exclaimed. I sat in the hallway feeling defeated. My dad came upstairs. "Hey, Amir," he said as I sat next to him. "I did everything that you, Mom, and the doctor told me, and I still haven't grown." My dad turned to me. "Wow, so you ate all your dinner?" he asked. "Yes," I answered. "You got plenty of rest?" "Yup, but you forgot one important thing," he said. "What's that?" I asked, peering up at him. "Time. Growth takes time, Amir," my dad said. "Like time on a clock?" I asked. "Not so much time on a clock, more like days. I was once your size," he said. "You were a kid?" My eyes grew wide. "Yes. Hard to imagine, I know." My dad smiled. "It took time for me to grow. There's a lot of things you can do at your size that I wish I could do." "Really? Like what?" I asked curiously. For one, you ride super fast on your bike without training wheels. I couldn't do that at your age. And you find the greatest hiding spots, he exclaimed. I do like playing hide and seek and riding my bike, I laughed. Yeah, and guess what, my dad asked. What? No one is like you, and that's a special gift. There's only one me. Exactly. So enjoy being a kid and the amazing things that you can do. I do like the fun things I can do, I said, standing up. Like what? Dad asked. Like playing tag. I tagged his shoulder and took off running. You're it, I yelled. My dad laughed as he ran after me. Later that day, I remembered what my dad had said to me, that I would grow in due time. I should enjoy being me and all the great things that I can do. I'm uniquely made, and there is only one me. If you enjoyed this book, please purchase your copy at www.myscribblenotepad.com. And while you're there, purchase a coloring and activity book that goes along with this story. Thank you so much, Create Me 336, for inviting me for your third annual Boys and Books with the girls. I really enjoyed it, and it was a pleasure. Thank you.